Well, Resource Recovery's mission is to provide safe, environmentally compliant, clean, and affordable solid waste and recycling services to the Rhode Island community. When we put our trash on the curb and a sanitation worker collects it, it just kind of disappears, right? It goes away, but away is a real place, and that's where it's coming. It's coming to Resource Recovery. So we have 5 operations at our facility. We have our central landfill, we have our materials recycling facility, our leaf and yard waste composting operation, our small vehicle area, and our eco depot for household hazardous waste. And so we provide those services to the Rhode Island community.
Daily, we could see anything from, regular household trash all the way to some special waste that we may have to bury in the landfill. As far as organics go, we take all the yard waste, leaf, green waste, so to speak, and we'll process that and we turn it into compost.
Grass clippings, in the fall, the abundance of leaves that you have, twigs, branches, things like that, you can bring them here and you can have them diverted from going to the landfill and then create compost, which is such a wonderful material that offers so many environmental benefits.
I believe this year we sold 70,000 processed yards of compost.
The demand increase for compost has gotten more and more every year as people become more educated about soil life and soil activity within what they grow, which I think is great. Soil degradation is a big problem we're going to be facing in the next 10, 20, 30 years. It causes soil erosion, water loss.
Behind me here is our green waste inbound receiving area. This is where we process about 40 to 50,000 tons of green waste that we receive here from our community and some commercial haulers. The majority of stuff that we do accept here would just be the typical yard waste. Any bushes you may have trimmed, trees fell in your yard, any grass clippings, things of that nature, organic green waste. We'll then truck it, put it into rows, and from the rows it'll sit there, it cooks, goes through its anaerobic stages. Then from there, we have to keep our rows clean, or our litter control. We are in a landfill environment, so that is a challenge to keep our wind-blown litter out of those piles. We'll turn it, we'll try to keep the moisture in there, and as that product breaks down, it turns into that beautiful soil, and it is tested and regulated. Then we'll take that, we'll stockpile it. Then we'll run it through a screener, sort all the bad stuff out, and that's the product that we put out for sale and through Casella.
We screen it down to a half-inch trommel screen, which gives you a really nice, fine, even product. So say you're going to grow spinach or you're going to grow a lettuce. You want to know day in and day out that the material you're getting in is going to be constant so that you know what your fertilizer requirements are going to be. Years ago, this stuff would have just been put in the landfill and wasted, and it would have filled up the space and they would have to go make another one or ship it somewhere else.
We anticipate that the landfill is going to reach capacity in 2040. That may seem far away, but it's really not, right? Time goes by pretty quick. And the landfill is an extremely valuable resource to Rhode Islanders.
Definitely going to be pressure on the state's end for us to make sure that this facility is run in the most efficient way. But like you said, with the public also, it's a team effort. It has to be collaborated, because if they dirty up the recycle and it ends up here, it has to be rejected from this building, and then it ends up in our landfill anyway.
It can feel complex at times, right? There are thousands of items that exist, and we're just trying to help people simplify that a bit and figure out what they can actually do with their stuff and properly dispose of that waste.
What the future looks like is what it should look like is everybody doing a little bit more, educating themselves just to keep that life of the landfill here, because landfills aren't really, they're not a bad thing, but they're not a good thing either.
Rhode Island Resource Recovery was nominated for the Sustainability Award because of their actions that they take day in and day out. Yes, the compost is the avenue that I deal directly with, and the fact that 73,000 yards went out last year. That's not going into the landfill. That's going to a beneficial use.
On behalf of the Rhode Island Resource Recovery Corporation, please know that we are honored and very thankful to Casella, not only for this formal recognition, but also for being such a fabulous business partner. Without your efforts in bringing our compost to market, this program would not nearly be the success that it is today, so thank you. In addition, I would also like to recognize Mr. Jason Peasy and our field staff. Jason is Resource Recovery Operations Manager, and it is he and his team of dedicated staff that deserve the credit here. Receiving and processing nearly 40,000 tons of leaf and yard waste each year, turning it into this fine Class A certified organic product is no small feat. And it is guys like Jason and his team who actually make this happen. So guys, this one's for you. Thank you.